Blue skies, big smiles, and flies. It must be summer. Whilst the animals are keeping things tidy in some of the fields, there's a few pastures they just can't touch because they need to be saved for winter. This year, the barn field is being harvested, and today it's time for mowing.
A lot of people like to mow a lot earlier, i.e. the middle of May and stuff, the dairymen and stuff, but I just like, June is my month for making hay and silage. June and perhaps early July, I do want the protein, and the longer you leave it, the less protein you get in the silage and hay. So,
purposely, you shut the gate to this field. The cows haven't been in here. How long would you have to sort of keep this?
I did have sheep down here because it's ridge and furrow. It's one of the driest fields, so nothing was in here from March onwards.
Yeah, so it's had a few months, April, May, June, 3 months of sort of calm and let the grass grow long.
Yeah, stock comes off in March. You might give it a nice harrow and a roll. Some people might come in and get very irate about thistles and spray all the thistles off. I don't do that, but sometimes I have to, not very often. And then you leave it to grow, and you hope it grows.
And so we wait. We wait for the grass to grow, and then we wait for the right weather.
We start usually looking really seriously at forecasts as soon as it starts getting warm, so from sort of May into June, looking at weather, looking at your crop, thinking, is it good to mow now, or is it? The weather was going to be excellent this week, and so it's like, right, we'll go for it, do some silage and some hay.
It didn't disappoint.
It didn't disappoint. It's 82 and I'm melting. It's really, really hot today.
Given we're not a country blessed with consistent weather, 4 sunny days is more novel than normal. When the forecast looks good to Mum, it likely suits everyone else too. So if you're using a contractor to help, it's best to find one you can rely on.
And that is it. And when you've got a really good contractor like Mick, he might have to sort of split himself, and he's probably doing 2 or 3 people at the same time, if not more. He might be doing something here, and then someone's ringing him up. Mick, me mower's broke down, because even people that do their own, it don't mean to say their machinery is going to, it conks out just like everybody else's. So he can be called out anywhere, and so we rely on Mick. We all live locally. I try and have local people. We all help one another, and we got to look after one another. He's amazing and looks after me. So that's what. And I'm ringing him up, and I'll say, "Oh yeah, I think we'll make some hay out." No, I'm changing that silage, and he's never. Yeah, he's a saint for putting up with me, basically.
Something I love about farming is how much reputation means, because it's a strong currency and there's no quick formula to winning it. It's just hard work and kindness, consistently. You'll know when you've got it.
The forecast is fab. On Sunday we got everybody sits there and watches Countryfile, and we look at the week's weather. Right, okay, that's it. Everybody's mowing. I bet if you went round the country now with your big old drone, you would see everybody. I've been to Coventry this morning, and I've seen fields and fields of grass down. Everybody's going to be making hay this week.
We better get going then.
I've got a drum mower, which is good, but my old mower is getting a bit past it, like me, and Mick comes and he's got that massive tractor and he's got that massive mower. He's also got that conditioner on, so it not only mows it, it then bruises the grass and it flies out the back. Amazing that thing though, isn't it, Roo? How it does it. Sort of mows it and then bashes it, and fantastic. They say it saves a whole day, you know, if you're haymaking or whatever. It's wilting already, you can see it, can't you? Crispy. The little bits.
Yeah.
Crispy already, so it's not going to take long for...
It's got such amazing smell.
It's lovely, it's a real old meadow, you know, down here. The smell is absolutely amazing. The cows love this field. The pasture, it's got lots of different grasses, and the smell, when this field in particular is mowed, it's intoxicating, you know, it's just, if you could sort of bottle it and put that in your bathroom, oh, you know, forget your lavender and your, this is what you want. To mow these two fields with my old-fashioned, you know, with my tractor and my little, that would take me, I should think, at least 8 hours. Easy. I'd be at it all day. I'd probably have 2 sessions at it. What I used to do and what I don't tend to do now is I just used to do sort of 15 rows around the outside, and then the next day I'd perhaps do the middle. That's what I used to do. I mean, he goes round there and he goes and he flies up and down them rows. Me, I'm just sitting in there praying nothing snaps or I don't hear anything go ping ting. No, I'm not going to get that out. Don't worry, we'll just do one. Oh God, something's fallen off. That's what I'm thinking. All my belts are all intact, but yeah. Probably the night before he comes mowing, thinking, I think I've moved that A-rack, or I think I've moved those sheep troughs. Yeah, I just better go and check first thing in the morning, or that's the sort of the thought process with me. Yeah. And also as well, I always tell him, don't go right under the edges and things. So when the cows and sheep come in, they got a nice bit round the edges and stuff. I don't want you smashing your window on your tractor cab in here, because there's a few sort of stray branches, so.
Growing up, I loved haymaking. I remember all the machinery coming out, the urgency, bottles of warm squash, and things breaking a lot. In the end though, they always made for good stories, because the job was done, no matter what.
I do miss mowing, I do like mowing, because when you're sat on the mower, you're thinking and you're processing things. And so it's quite nice, a nice quiet time to reflect and get your head together and what you're doing and what you're up to. And oh God, yeah, I've just hit a molehill and oh no. But it's nice because you're at one with nature. Yeah, it's good.
As the tractors focus on what's in front, there's an amazing story unfolding in the skies. 30 years after one of the most successful reintroduction projects in the world, red kites are thriving in Britain, and haymaking looks to be just as productive for them as it is for us. The tractor circles the field, the red kites circle the tractor. It's fascinating. They're looking for their dinner and anything once hidden in the long grass, and once they dive for it, they head off, find a tree, and enjoy the moment. Back on the ground, things are really starting to take shape. Rows and rows of grass, down. Certainly looks good from up there though.
I mean, it's not a thick crop, but what we've got will be good. It's lovely because it all looks tidy and clean. It looks like your lawn. I know it sounds pathetic, but you know, all those, you know, those tufty old grass bits, or you might have a few thistles, or there might be a few stingers, or, you know, it's all clean and tidy. Yeah? It's all nice and neat. You know, like there's no scraggy sort of tall grasses. It's all neat and tidy, and it looks grand. Yeah, I like it.
Now it's out of our hands. We're lucky. There's not a cloud in sight.
Yeah, so we wait and see. We hope the weather forecast is correct, and you let the sun and the wind do its job, cook it, and then you rake it up into rows. Then off we go and make silage. You don't want it too dry with silage. You want a little bit of moisture in it, so you've got to be careful. So as the crop is thin, he's going to probably mow it one day and he'll do it, you know, bale it up the next day. He'll do it and do it quick. So it'll be really nice stuff, yeah. The cows are going to love that. We just get what we get and that's it. It's just every year is different. That's the fun and exciting part of farming. You never know what you're going to get weather-wise.
How many acres are we in?
11 acres. I don't know what that is in hectares, sorry. And then that got the little bit down the bottom, that's extra.
Okay, 11 acres, and it's not too thick.
No, it's thin.
What are you hoping for out of this?
I don't know.
Come on.
No, not telling you. I don't have to tell you.
30?
We'll get more than that, Roo. Good God, man. Don't tell him that.
Well, that's what we want to know. Give us a ballpark.
No, but when we get it all mowed, I mean, you're going to come back and you'll see it all baled up on Friday. So you'll see how many bales we get.
I know, that's why I want to ask you now.
No, don't ask me that because that's looking okay. I thought it might be a bit thicker in parts, but yeah, it looks and smells great. So I'm pleased. What we get, it's going to be good. Those cows are going to love it. And you're going to have it June, so there's lots of protein in the grass, so it's going to be really good stuff. I get what I get and that's it. We'll get a few bales in here. I'm hope for 100 bales.
Say that again?
Traditionally, the barn field yields a little more than we're expecting, but that's the challenge and why you can only plan so much. When it comes to haymaking, the best way to exceed your expectations is sometimes to lower them, especially when you're on camera. We'll be back soon to get this all lined up, baled up and wrapped up.